beautiful, don't mind Salem, she's got the zoomies. My beautiful stars, reading time. Kind of fitting for this reading because I'm seeing movement. Let's just see what's around you guys. Again, sorry for my voice. I'm getting very sick. Can you hear her? She always makes me laugh. She's such a calm cat, but when she gets the zoomies. Okay, main collective. What is around your energy right now? Okay. Fire sign, you could be a fire sign, someone connected to you. Luck is on your side with whatever's coming next. Lady Beetles, they could be a sign for you as well. Okay, something that hasn't been the right time. So you've literally got no yes here. When I see these two together, I always see that kind of fighting the heart and the mind. So this could be a situation that you've been really back and forth in the mind with. And bees could be a sign as well. Wands in tarot is days, so this could be coming in quite forcefully as well, quite passionately. I want one more for your top row. Okay. All right, these two together, this is more of a shorter lived romance kind of energy. This could be tied to someone that you have lived with in the past, more kind of short term. But also you yourself could have moving on the cards here, or this card does say moving in with your partner. Maybe this is a question mark over your mind, but again, especially with this yes and no back and forth up here, maybe this could be a big decision that's on its way for you, or you're in the midst of. But again, these two together, especially if it was something shorter lived and you guys, it's one of those connections, kind of 0 to 100. Even if you hadn't maybe officially moved in, you guys were just kind of living in each other's pockets. This could be doing a loop back in your energy, especially with what's going on cosmically right now. But let's confirm these. What is luck on your side with? I'm seeing a little yellow lady beetle as I'm looking at that. Date night. Again, something could be coming back around. You've got luck on your side with, and this could be another thing you're fighting your mind and heart about, especially if you've just gotten back out there. It can be a bit confronting when you're starting to date again. Hold on, I want one more for that. I'm hearing a few things for this collective. Okay, and pets. Maybe you're a little bit stressed about pets right now as well, or maybe you're questioning if you should get a new pet, a little fur baby. Again, these are details for a reason. For the right collective, it's to tie you to this reading. So there's clearly something with pets on your mind. There is this date night energy brewing, but this is what you've got luck on your side with. And again, maybe just a detail, there's a pet detail tied to whoever this person is. I will get tarot to get more detail about these situations. Fire sign. Okay, this is something you've been very patient with. So whatever's arriving here, this has been a few months in the making. This is about good things come to those who wait. Hold on, one more. But maybe as well, I am hearing whatever decisions are coming in a very kind of forceful, passionate way. Maybe you might not need to rush these things either. I just want to get one more to confirm. Wow, whatever this situation is, it's tying into a new beginning. So making room for the new beginning that's on its way to you now. The fact this collective, this kind of yes, no, fighting the mind and heart, I'm just staring at this and I kind of feel this collective, I don't think you would really sense that you've got kind of this new beginning on its way. It's reminding me of you coming into a new cycle. You've been very kind of patient, and there's been lack of movement in any kind of direction in your life. I think as you're watching this, you, I don't want to say lost hope, but you kind of just feeling like you're kind of sitting in the mundane of life, right? And as well, this back and forth in the mind, especially with this row, it could be someone connected to you very back and forth in their mind as well. All right, what hasn't been the right time for you guys? Something to do with an air sign stuck in the mind, swords, over communication. So swords in tarot weeks, this could be something that's been stuck here for quite a few weeks. I was feeling more months with this. Talking to myself, I just want one more for this air sign stuck in the mind. What has not been the right time for this main collective? A few months. Okay, so there's been someone in the middle here. So there's been some form of external energy that maybe you're aware of or you're not aware of. This collective, I will break this reading down, that has clearly been kind of blocking something here, intentionally or unintentionally. This card's a bit dramatic. It says someone's in the middle trying to sabotage this. I don't know about sabotage this, but there's definitely been some form of connected energy that has kind of put a roadblock here. And even this person could be an air sign. I always say for readings for you, your mind should take you to places, situations, people straight away. So the right collective, someone would have popped into your mind. Wouldn't surprise me if they're an air sign. I do want one more. That's created distance. So it's, and it makes sense with this, good things come to those who wait. So this situation has put physical or emotional or both distance with you and this person here. Why do I feel this maybe has not been communicated? I will break this reading down though. This seems like an important row. Something's being guided back to you right now. It's guardian angel. Oh, you got it. Okay, whatever this last row is, this shorter-lived romance, this living thing, living arrangements, you do have communication coming here. You got this and not confession, which is making me question mark this, if maybe this is something you know about. I was feeling you didn't really know about this, which would more entail a confession, but this is the compromise, forgive, work it out. And let's just say hypothetical, and I will break this down. If this date night is tied into this situation, I always say this is kind of good energy. It's not just a dry approach. It's someone that has deep communication on their mind, and it's not bad. I'm on the fence if you've got one or two energies here connected to you, collective. I just want one more overall, what this situation is bringing forward for you. Opening up, oh wow. It's a manifestation, it's a glowing thread. So whatever's approaching, it's something that is destined here. What I want to do, because as I'm reading this, like again, it makes sense with the fighting the mind and the heart. I'm feeling a little bit confused. I just quickly want to see main collective, like today, as you're watching this, what you guys are going through, what your focus is, just to tie you to this. And then I want to get a couple of tarot for this. And oh, it's wanting to come out. Main collective. Oh. It's King of Cups energy. Main collective. Okay. Good. Oh, when I saw this, I was a bit like, no. And then with this collective, you're getting your mental strength back. 8 of Swords in reverse. You're reclaiming your power. You're conquering self-doubt. So things that have been gripping you, things that have created some form of obsessive mind frame, there's things that have been bound to shadow self that you are quite aware of, and maybe things you've been lost in for a little while, where you're starting to understand your choices to create change. You are breaking free from whatever mental prison that you've been in, right? This 5 of Cups in reverse, I think for a long time, part of this obsession, this is a card of, you know, forgiveness and wanting that change, but it's also a card of moving on, right? Moving on from past burdens, especially with this 8 of Swords in reverse here. There could also be, just with this Devil, I'm hearing it, there could be some financial things on your mind of recent as well. I'm seeing that 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're reevaluating priorities. You're realizing less is more, especially if you stress about a lot of external attachment. I don't want to say materialism, but I feel there's also, and again, this is for the right collective, so don't make this fit if there hasn't been kind of that thought pattern in your mind, not your collective. I feel there's more going on here, right? Anything that you've kind of had a seed of doubt with, or again, stuck in kind of mental anxiety with, you're choosing to find strength and let go, right? This is a card of healing. You're wanting to move on from the mess, especially the mental conflict. So this going back and forth in the mind, this would make sense with collective. You're finding strength in that. Okay. So 2 of Cups in reverse, I think maybe some of the things, and again, this is your focus right now, some of the things maybe you were choosing to kind of fixate on, maybe it was coming from codependence. This is a very enabling kind of energy. Maybe, unfortunately, maybe a situation that hadn't really had much change. There was a lot of, I don't want to say bad behavior, but there was a lot of excuses for someone's behavior. If you feel like you've been enabling certain situations with your choices and your decisions, and reflecting on that kind of, am I doing this out of codependence, external attachment, right? It's also a card of clinging on to hope, but rescuing. Maybe you've really kind of excused someone's kind of behavior in their life. You could have a bit of a savior's complex, always trying to fix people's problems. I always say it's not good. People need to learn how to claw themselves out of, you know, certain situations in life without being enabled or helped. Okay, let's confirm these. Wow. So you're getting onto it. I feel this is coming up in reverse. This Devil energy here, you know it's come from insecurities. You're not trusting your, again, dependence on situations, codependent on outcome, dependence on things you cannot see and you put yourself in havoc with. Again, getting your mental strength back. You could have been feeling very blocked creatively, because I kept saying, I feel really confused here, right? This collective, maybe you're just coming out of kind of this kind of hollowness in the mind, especially if you have been going back and forth with a decision. I feel you're finally starting to find strength. But another thing I am hearing, this collective, you could have like mother issues here. Like, just, I don't know if you're arguing with a parent right now or a maternal figure. You could also be reflecting, especially if you know some of your wounding and shadow self stemmed from more of a maternal energy from a younger age. Maybe you've had moments to kind of really start reflecting on why you choose to do some of these things towards others that maybe don't deserve it. Again, for you to be really wanting to accept the change that you're sitting in and heal and move on, and also forgiveness. Maybe you've just had, or you're on the fence of thinking, do I come on the same page with a motherly figure, especially if you've been in, no contact or not speaking? I'm hearing that specifically. It's funny, because as I'm reading this, I don't feel this is a main focus for this collective. I don't think what you've been back and forth really with is this situation. I think it's more for self. I think you're coming out of, again, a kind of blocked period. I think you've got a lot on your mind, right? It's not just this situation. Don't make it fit. I feel this is going to be a little bit of a shock moment. Talking to myself, I don't even know where I was up to. I think I was again blocked. But I was going over this 5 of Cups. You got 9 of Wands that has come out here. I think a lot of the things you're starting to accept. I think a lot of the things maybe you were resisting change with, it was something that you were definitely enduring through. There was some things here that I think for a long time kept you trapped in this devil energy, and also this 8 of Swords upright, like just unnecessary anxiety. You were clearly kind of really holding the line for a very long time when it came to certain situations. I put that in reverse. Sign. You're now starting to see this isn't worth it. It's taking away my sanity. So again, there's certain things that are coming over. I just feel a strength of self here, and anything that comes over you that is out of your control. So we always say what is out of your hands should be out of your mind and heart. The things you stress about, the things you fixate on, the things that are making you feel battered and bruised, let it be financially, let it be family, let it be love. You're really learning to surrender it, right? You're really learning to, okay, I'm feeling this, but I don't have control of this. I'm going to let this one go. I'm going to let it unfold the way it's meant to unfold. I feel this collective, you're having more trust in whatever's around the corner for you. It'll unfold how it's meant to, right? Good or bad, it's just something you're going to have to walk through, which is actually a really good outlook. I always say there's nothing perfect in life. Life is a roller coaster. What is up must come down, and vice versa. I just feel this collective, you're finally learning to put self first, which is really beautiful. But you're definitely ready to just move on from the shit. You're wanting peace of mind. That's one of the biggest things I'm hearing for this collective. 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so you are. So from going to numbness, going to blockness, you're starting to feel some form of change, especially up here, right? Your creative spark will be starting to come back. I just feel this is a powerful row. Ace of Wands with 8 of Swords in reverse. Again, you can feel something trickling in, but I don't think this situation that is trickling in is a main focus. You can feel change on the horizon, but for this to be confirmed with this, you're wanting that passion for life again, that lust for life. You're wanting to feel that excitement, that creative drive. You're wanting to fuel your flame again, right? Which is beautiful. So no wonder you're putting in so much effort to not focus on the negativity. You want to feel good again, right? So you're making the choice to focus on things that do make you feel excited and passionate. You know this helps with taking your power back. You know this helps you when it's setting free from the shackles of this devil energy. Biggest thing for main collective, it's your choice. Like the choices you're making when you're overwhelmed, it's really good. So no wonder you're calling this in. You have got so much strength over your mind. In a period you felt like you had no strength over your mind, and this is making more sense with why I'm seeing this back and forth. It's not even so much back and forth with decision. It's like you're coming in and out of this numbness to flame. It's like you can just feel, it's probably ascension. You're rebirthing your soul right now, right? Perfect time as well cosmically. That's been a main focus for you. So if you haven't had that on top of decisions, mental anguish, and, you know, taking moments to really notice this about self and put effort into doing it, no matter what situation. I don't know if you've just recently journaled this, wrote something about this, or you've prayed about this, or you've had a moment before this reading to talk to your spirit team about this. Again, because it's the main energy I'm feeling, there's been a moment either just before this or the past few days where you've taken a moment to really notice and even promise this to yourself, right? It's like you're really putting energy into that. Yeah, you're seeing things clearly. Well, you think you're seeing things clearly, especially when it comes to enabling, rescuing, codependence to things, holding on to things you cannot see. 7 of Cups in reverse, your inner knowing, your claircognizance. As I'm saying, I don't know if you've just taken a moment to pray, or I always say that claircognizance, it's an inner knowing, but I believe it comes from a true channel from up above, right? So you're focused, you're with the claircognizance, seeing clearly right now, especially when it comes to a 2 of Cups in reverse. And another thing I have to confirm here, I know you've got 2 of Cups in reverse, but you don't have 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, like you don't, 7 of Swords, you don't have anything that is like, I'm not seeing anything, even 10 of Cups or 4 of Wands, like that love isn't really on your mind. I'm going to be honest. So again, if love has been consuming you, this isn't your collective either. I feel this collective, it's a lot of self things and asking why you're feeling a certain way and what you can do to change it. Again, this is what you're really wanting right now. You're wanting to feel good again. You're wanting to feel passionate. You're wanting to feel your flame. You'll be focusing on new hobbies, right? You're wanting that lust for life back. That's kind of what I'm feeling, main focus, collective. And the way that you're going about making choices to not dwell on things that you have no control of. Okay, before we keep going, I just want to confirm for you guys who this person is to you and who this person is to you. And then we will break down the reading. All right, this communication person. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. So things have been bubbling under the surface with whoever this person is. So maybe they have been on your mind for a while, like in the past. Wow, with Page of Wands in reverse. I always, personality type, right? So how to resonate with this person. They could be a fire sign. But I always see that Page of Wands in reverse. The little tantrum thrower. That's what I see. A little kid in its sandbox chucking a tantrum because it doesn't want to share its toys, right? Very kind of hard to communicate with. It's definitely an energy that needs to be redirected. Another thing, when I'm seeing pages or knights on the spread and I'm seeing someone's kind of personality, how to tie you to this, I see it as a younger energy. So this person could be younger or, unfortunately, really stuck in that kind of childlike, immature outlook with certain things. Okay, Star in reverse. They could also be an Aquarius, but someone that unfortunately kind of lacks a little bit of inspiration in life. Makes sense with this Ace of Wands in reverse. They can kind of sit in a bit of a hopeless, negative energy. Instead of seeing glass half full, it's kind of glass half empty. Not the most optimistic person, but you yourself, maybe you have felt a lot of hopelessness and negativity when it comes to this. This person, I feel, again, a big thing about lacking inspiration in life. Maybe they're not the most ambitious, or when it comes to spiritual connection to our divine, they feel like they're a little bit lacking. Maybe more of that kind of 3D outlook when it comes to life. It seems very heavy. This is, again, to resonate with who this person is to you, and that energy to deal with would be very confronting. And I'm seeing that 2 of Cups in reverse. Maybe you have enabled this kind of behavior for a while by excusing it. Let's get one more. Okay, confused. So this person, you've got Seven of Cups in reverse. Maybe this person is somebody that kind of can get very confused by things, sit in wishfulness as well. I'm seeing that kind of energy. You know, those visionaries, and I always say it's so beautiful to have visions and things you want to achieve in life, but you can't have your head in the clouds. You've got to ground those things. So maybe you remember this person really wanting to achieve this and do that, but it's like but what I was saying, they find it very hard to ground the things that they kind of feel like they can achieve, especially with this Star in reverse. Like there's always an excuse. Oh, I can't do that, or it wouldn't work financially, or it's like, again, kind of always seeing the glass half empty. But as we're talking about fighting the mind and the heart, I do think that this person, they tend to kind of get lost in their thought pattern as well. And again, this is to confirm this shorter-lived romance, and kind of, if it was this collective, very, very quickly you ended up living in each other's pockets. Again, especially if you moved in with one another quite quickly. If this person had this kind of temperament, I could just imagine what your challenging times would have been like, especially with this Page of Wands in reverse. It would have been really, really hard to ever have had this deep communication, right? I just feel when you guys were in alignment, I'm feeling a very immature energy and quite a negative energy as well. And I do feel this person tends to feel sorry for themselves. So even maybe a bit of victim mentality. Let's just get one more here. Or two more. Oh gosh, Nine of Swords, victim mentality. As I said it, anyone that watches me regularly, you know, I see this Nine of Swords as just, the reason I see it as a bit of victim mentality, because we're choosing to hold on to memories or situations or things that are really bound to pass, right? It is that stale kind of energy that we're just refusing to let go of. And this collective, this is one of the biggest things you're working towards, right? And I know this came out kind of both ways. Talking to myself, as I was saying, victim mentality, Nine of Swords, kind of both ways came out. The reason I feel it's more of that victim mentality is because we're choosing to hold on to the stale memories. We're choosing to hold on to the things that are out of our control. One of the biggest things is collective. You are working on really clearing, right? It's those things that we know overwhelm us and burden us, but we're not making change to relieve that anxiety and fear. We sit, we dwell, we sit in lost hope, we sit in lack of inspiration, negative kind of energy, helpless energy towards situations. But what I'm hearing, especially if they did have a communication style, as I'm mentioning, I do think this person would be quite quick to have remorse and guilt for their behavior. And I do think this person was prone to apologize, but there was never deep enough communication, clearly with a lack of understanding how to communicate to resolve the issues. It's like you would get the apology, but the same action would constantly be shown. You know, those people that can say sorry for the same thing 1,000 times, but again, they don't change the action towards it. So certain temper tantrums, Page of Wands in reverse, chucking their bloody toys out of the sandbox. It's like these temper tantrums would continuously, it was like the same thing would keep looping, right? But again, with this Seven of Cups, this person is bound to kind of sitting in fearful stories and a real perception of certain things that are happening cannot be changed, right? Temperance both ways. I think you have memories of this person being patient with certain things, but also being very excessive and impulsive with certain things. I just feel this person, it was very hard for you to kind of understand. It's like, I feel when they were presenting balanced and maybe not triggered, they would have a real calmness about them. They would have a real sense of peace around them. But again, just maybe the littlest thing could set this person off a wall, right? Definitely a bit of an excessive personality as well. remember what this row is to confirm. This is the person that's wanting to come in with communication, and I will break this down, but clearly how they're presenting here, memories for this collective, this would be a hard one. This would be a hard one. So again, I'm not surprised you're seeing this situation as that Two of Cups in reverse. I think you ended up walking on eggshells for this person because you just didn't know what version you were going to get from them. And again, I think this person can get lost in thought pattern. And the sad thing is when they get lost in thought pattern, they go straight into doom and gloom, and the negativity they're sitting in, they believe it to be true. They believe that they're seeing it correctly, but unfortunately, I don't think that they do. Okay, I just quickly want to confirm who this somebody else is. I want a different deck for that. Let's get this one. Okay, who's this person that has created distance and made things not the right time here? That was Empress that wanted to come out. It really could have been a mother. You're focusing on mother things right now as well, this collective. Same energy. Page of Wands, a little temper tantrum person. It could have been a friend. I always say we are who we hang around. Maybe this person got some bad habits from this person, and there's a reason I got the different deck. Same card. Same description as we had for that person. So this could be someone that they spend a lot of time with. Again, bad behavior rubbing off on bad behavior. And again, it could be someone younger. Three of Wands in reverse. Someone that's restricted, that's really stagnant in life. Someone that thinks small. I feel this is like, again, you are who you hang around. Four of Swords in reverse. They could be a ghoster. Again, someone stagnant, blocked in the mind, lack of healing. Very childish kind of energy, doesn't know how to communicate, very restless emotionally. Misery loves company is what I'm hearing. This person doesn't understand emotion. They don't understand it. And again, I'm feeling someone that's very stuck in life, doesn't push themselves. One more. Oh, Ace of Cups in reverse. So this person, they could have held this, they definitely could have been a creator of this distance here. But someone that really is repressed, someone that doesn't trust their intuition, probably doesn't even know what intuition is, right? Maybe they really lack taking care of themselves. I'm hearing this, I'd never hear this. Maybe of this person having like lack of good hygiene, I'm hearing that specifically. But definitely when it comes to self-care and choosing self and working on worth, this person, nah. So again, this person could be a bit of a people pleaser, loves attention from others. If they don't have that within, that's what we tend to do. Seek outside validation as acceptance for self. But I definitely feel this interfered with the Ace of Cups upright from this person. One more. Okay, very childlike. They could be they could present a little bit more foolish when it comes to decisions, don't really look before they leap, impulsive, but they do present as having a carefree kind of live life undaunted and all of this, and it makes sense with how stuck they are in life. Sorry. Maybe if this is the version you remember of this person, you didn't really realize how broken they were underneath the surface. These people that live like they're so undaunted and I'll just take day by day and, you know, It seems like it was an excuse because they just didn't have their shit together. Let's be real. But again, this person could have presented very innocent in this whole situation. Maybe you didn't even really realize the pot they were stirring in the background at the time. But again, for the right collective, I said it in the first part, your mind should have taken you to someone straight away with this. So maybe once upon a time you saw them as an innocent. By talking to myself, I was saying I'm more feeling that this person here is a permanent fixture in this person's life, like a friendship or a sibling, or, you know, someone that would have been around this person quite regularly. I'm seeing 3 musketeers in my mind. I don't know if this person connected to you had 2 really good friends, but they kind of all, you know, act the same, again, rubbing off on each other. But another thing I was saying, they did present very innocent at the time, so I don't think you ever thought this person was interfering the way they were interfering in the background. Okay, we've got that out of the way. Very important that actually I feel like I should make sure that's all in one part. So if that didn't resonate, no point in watching the rest of this. All right. I quickly just want to see what's going on right now around your heart space energetically. If you've got a new cycle coming, there's quite a few things that will be approaching. So this isn't, so it is around that somewhat stabbed in the, I feel I need to get my evil eye deck. The third party interference. So this is around your heart space. So that purple deck, it's not just this person coming forward. I feel it's still attached energy. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack with the third party interference. I know this is the seduction card, but just the theme of this, the fun, flirting, attraction, hooking up, temptation. It's the third party interference that we were just delving into. I just quickly want to get this, let's just get it out of the way here, but I am also hearing this. I always say, especially this collective, a big thing I was feeling, you're coming into a new cycle. Now, if this mess has been attached with this other person throughout certain cycles or interactions and it has caused destruction, I always say if the same energy is there that created destruction in the past and that is not healed, severed, moved on from, you're destined to repeat something here. So I know you've got deep communication coming in, but it seems to be a very messy situation still. And again, I will break this whole reading down, but the fact that these two are coming out first, I don't think this energy is out of air sign, and that air sign came out. Air sign could be important here. I just want to get a few of these to tie into this person. Okay, so maybe this evil eye is how this energy's been affecting you, which there's a reason I'm going for this. It wouldn't surprise me if this person's keeping tabs on you, let it be through social media or other people asking questions. If you've been, I don't want to say seeing dark shadows and figures in your home, but if you've been feeling like you've got energy watching you, that's kind of more the energy I'm getting from this. Like I feel intuitively, you know someone's kind of got their eye, but I don't know if you would know it's this person. You know what I'm seeing? You know on social media how, and I'm pretty sure it's all platforms, it'll say, you know, suggested friends or people that you know, or on Instagram, how up the top it shows kind of the people that have just viewed your profile. I'm seeing this very specific. Oh, I did it again. I was saying what I was specifically seeing, you know, on social media, how in different platforms, it'll say suggested friends, people you know. Instagram, it actually has the people up the top that have just viewed your profile. I feel this collective, this person communication, it's like they're friends. If not this person, they've been popping up on your socials in random ways. Like, I feel that that's come to my mind very specifically. So this collective, if it's not this person specifically, certain friends of this person are coming up in really weird ways when it comes to socials, right? Oh, this says karma's a bitch. So whoever this person is, they could be going through destruction right now. Karma's a, the evil eye they sent your way has backfired. Maybe there is some form of tower and destruction with this person and your person, and maybe that's why they're keeping tabs on you. I always say evil eye, anyone that's accessing your energy without you knowing, right? Blind watcher, whatever it is, the monitoring spirits, that you get karma for that. But this person's done more than that. They've stirred the pot. Watch from part 1. Okay, the hating on your creative ideas, the path you've taken in life, they would judge you. Remember, they're coming up as very stuck and restricted and like stagnant in life. If you are soaring in life and you're creative, that's one of the main things you're trying to get that spark back with, your Ace of Wands. Maybe the judges you for that. And if you are that Ace of Wands, you'd be such a passionate person. You would be so passionate and authentic. Of course, this person, they maybe have had a lot of judgment for the person that you are and your authentic self and your passionate self. People that lack passion and inspiration, people like collective, you would trigger so many. It's getting triggered from envy, but they would just feel, especially if they're self-unaware, that they just don't like you. You're too much, right? This person, the person you are, they have judgment over. That's not nice. And again, this collective, you felt this person was an innocent bystander, so they would have been nice as pie to your face, but the things they would have said behind your back wouldn't have been nice. All out of envy. Spreading rumors about you, as I said it. So again, nice as pie to your face, but behind your back, this person would have just, it's all from jealousy, right? So again, please watch from part 1, because it makes sense with how this person interfered. I was so surprised at the cards that were, it literally feels like a very good friendship to the person connected to you. Oh, they don't seem like a nice person. So this whole stabbed in the back, it wasn't just affected how your person stabbed you in the back. This person seems to have stabbed you in the back too. Because again, main collective, this person you thought was just an innocent person in this whole thing. Oh, wow. Okay. This Yerba Santa, it's just a smudge. They're saying just smudge out your home. This will increase your psychic powers, heal, protect. Traditional remedy for coughing. Sick, and I'm so sick at the moment. Maybe you yourself, you've gotten your beautiful little vessels taken the hit for whatever's being done in the background. Lavender, sage, look at all these. Just cleanse your home. Do a deep clean. I don't know if you make your own smudges or you've made a lavender smudge or you just bought one. Clears away negative thoughts, harmonizes energy, enhances the mind and intuition, inspires loving feelings, and just carry an amethyst around, or put an amethyst in your pillow. Maybe you just purchased a nice amethyst or you've started wearing amethyst again. Psychic protection, control spiritual energies while you dream, can help with insomnia and nightmares. Blocked throat chakra. Me, this whole bloody reading. But again, maybe your throat has been a little bit blocked here. Again, mistruths being said in the background. Okay. around your heart space. But keep a positive mindset, and that's this collective, what you're focusing on right now. You want positivity. You want to focus on the things that make you good. So again, remember I said this is why that manifestation is coming in. This is manifesting your deepest desires through a positive mindset. You don't feel this in the background, the right collective. You're oblivious to it. So you right now just doing this and trying to focus on the things that make you happy, focusing on gratitude, focusing on blissful energy, it's working for you. So keep doing it. Boundaries, that 9 of Wands. I think you have boundaries around you right now because you're wanting to just be in a state of peace, right? And this could be getting called to do what's on its way with this communication. You may need to call back your strength here a little bit, right? And this could be how this person's presented. Again, Page of Wands in reverse. Just avoiding all of this, prioritizing their own emotion, having those little temper tantrums. One more for your top row. Make sure that's still going. Soul contract being activated. I always know when I'm doing movement, there's something in your, and again, manifestation coming in. So soul connection, partnership, soul contract agreement being activated right now. We'll get that next. Okay, let's confirm these. These two are one. Let's be real. Oh, God. That's what they've stopped. Whatever this situation is, because this is what's coming forward for you right now, right? But the hesitation with this Cupid's arrow, you, 9 of Wands in this whole situation, affected the foundation, the permanence, the growth of your connection. There's something about ascending right now, so transcending obstacles. I'm just intuitively feeling, and I'll actually get tarot soon to see what's going on in this dynamic. With the person connected to you, but there's some form of energy ascending with this right now, which is clearly why it's bringing in that communication. Hold on, I want one more for this. Butterfly. So things are evolving. You've clearly properly been healing, right? Especially with your outlook right now, first part, but there's growth happening when it comes to this whole situation. Okay, positive. Oh, that's... Oh, so you could be a twinny collective, finally breaking free from the label of it all. This is underneath what you're keeping a positive mindset with. I made sure to say the first part, love was not a focus for this collective. So I don't think you're intentionally keeping a positive mindset over your external twin flame journey. I think it's more internal. Like, please watch from the beginning because I don't have to repeat myself then. Just your main focus, it's more uniting within, that reconciliation of within. You're wanting that Ace of Wands back. You're coming in out of your 8 of Swords imprisonment, right? But there could be a bit of you that is focusing a little bit on your external twin flame journey, but again, you've got this manifesting exactly what you need and want. It does line up with this. You do have soul connection contract here with this. That's not bad. This not today. Boundaries. The axe, the silent trick, patterns. You're stopping patterns. It wouldn't surprise me if this is how this person left. Look at how they were presenting. A Page of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Star in reverse. Again, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. It wouldn't surprise me if you're one of my collectives. This person, breakup, separation, stopping the pattern through silent treatment, abandonment. But this is where you're learning no more enabling, right? But this person chucking a tantrum, they did this to you, but it's been them pretending like they're angry. Jeez Louise. This is around your heart space. So that's being activated for a reason. I want one more for that. Oh, that's good. You got the coffin over it. Endings bring new beginnings through growth and change. So until that energy changes, just remember you do have coffin over it though. And I keep feeling a new cycle. I was saying it in the start. Maybe you have stopped the pattern here, or you're about to stop the pattern here with a tough conversation. Soul contract. Phoenix. I feel you've already stopped the pattern for the right collective. You've got Phoenix here in your soul contract. I had a double Phoenix collective yesterday. There's always a theme throughout the week. New phase, rekindle, renew, transform. Another card of growth. You've got 1, 2, 3 cards of growth here. 4. Changed mind. But you're changing your mind, this collective. This is being activated for a reason, and I said that in the first part with the cosmic shift. There's something coming down to perfect timing, divine timing here. Okay. I just quickly want to see universe's perspective. I'm going to sneeze. It's in my nose. Oh, sorry, I was gonna start, it's like burning my nose. Okay, what's being activated in your soul contract right now? It went away. I hate when that does that and it doesn't come out. Okay. Justice is being activated in your soul contract. First card, Libra energy. Your karmic curtain is glowing and the situations around make sense. And I said it at the start. The mess that was there before things, you know, all that created things need to be cleared. It makes sense with why this other energy is attached contract-wise. They would be an energy that's been bound to you, life after life, if you know it or not, because it's not just your justice, it's this somebody else's justice. It's your if it is genuinely divine, your person's. You know how I talk about the wheels? It's not just your wheel that needs to go bing, it's all the parties as well. It's like it's perfect timing. It feels like we've got a few situations around your contract going bing right now. Karma. So the next 1 to 2 weeks, you've got big things shifting here. It's good. Oh, the 4-leaf clover. Lucky's on your side. Carefree approach coming over you. That's being activated in you now. Part 1. Things that were short-lived. The short-lived romance we were talking about. Luck, a happy coincidence, good fortune, a reward, carefree, short-lived. I'm going to say the short-lived romance. That clearly ties into this reading. 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd, or 26th of the 11th. Could be an important date as well. Birthday. Lovers. So it is that's crossroads, big decisions. From the heart, not the mind. Another main thing, fighting the mind and heart right now. But the more I'm reading this, that's what you're clearing for a reason. I always say pivotal emotional change or physical change in our life. It's for a reason. It's preparing us for something. So you're going through this mental kind of clearing right now for a reason. It's to prepare you for this so you can make decisions from the heart, not the mind. So that would mean it's this person, especially if it's twin. You really are twinnies. You guys clear before they do. It strengthens through your beautiful glowing threads. This is big. This is going to be your middle row as well. So you've got here from the next 1 to 2. So 1, this is 4 to 8. So your next 2 months, 1 to 8 weeks, right? 2, 4, 8. They could be specific weeks from this reading. But your next 2 months, again, starting a new cycle, this collective, are going to be very impactful. So take lovers out of it, but important decisions, crossroads, making the right decision from the heart, not the overthinking mind, having a carefree approach with things. This is what's being activated in your soul contract. So things that don't make you carefree or lighthearted, be very aware of the decisions you're making, right? Are the decisions you're making harmonizing you? Are they making you feel balanced, or are they making you feel accelerated and anxious? If they're trying to create a new cycle for you and you're a collective, you always fall short and you make the decisions that make you feel overwhelmed and this and that, everything that you're trying to clear right now. Watch from part 1. I always say you can't get a new cycle if you're repeating the old shit, right? It's like you're in the process of really breaking free from a past version that held you back, right? Remember, justice is at play in this next 2 months. So justice, our purple curtain, our karmic debris, our shadow self, the decisions we make from an emotional, vulnerable state is what's being cleared for you. Be very on top of the decisions that you are making. Talking to myself, I'm talking about the decisions that are going to be coming up for the next 2 months because they're trying to accelerate you into a new cycle. Cake period, you've been baking, you've been ascending. So everything you're going through right now in part 1, you're clearly a collective in the past when it came to feeling anxiety and fear. 2 of Cups in reverse, codependent to things, trying to rescue people, enabling people's bad behavior. This was bound to you. So you're ascending through this right now. This is why you're clearing out your thought pattern. Now you're in rest. In rest period, we get the lessons. Have we really baked that out? Have we rebirthed from that? Have we ascended from that? So what they're going to do in your cake period, they are going to align situations, purple curtain, shadow self, repeated patterns in life, to do with, are you enabling bad behavior? Are you falling short to decisions because you're codependent on the outcome? Are you choosing situations in your life that harmonize you or accelerate your emotion, right? Are you choosing to soothe your nervous system because you're in control, choice, or are you choosing to align with things that ignite you, devil energy, which you're going through because you're gripped to it? Because you're gripped to the outcome. Oh no, but that's what I want. The external attachment, right? So completely ignoring your body and how you feel through, because biggest sign, how we feel when we're approached with a situation. Someone's making you anxious, overwhelmed, pace, lose sleep, wrong, bad, step away. This is what this collective you're going through right now. So you're resting. So they're going to test you with these things to see, are you ready for your new cycle? Are you ready for your toppings? Because once we pass rest period, toppings, the icing comes. The reason I'm saying this for this collective, this next 2 months, I always say a cycle doesn't just break with one decision. It takes time. Your commitment's about to be tested for self. So just these 3 cards off the bat, your soul contract right now. Whatever situations are coming through, am I approaching things differently? Or am I choosing to stay bound to 8 of Swords energy? Am I choosing to stay bound to 2 of Cups in reverse energy? This is the biggest transition you're going through right now. You don't want to do that no more. So solidify that with the decisions that are on its way. Sorry, big deviation, but it's very important for this collective. Grasshopper. Not worrying about what's around the corner. Your first part tarot. Understanding. You've got huge opportunities. So leap of faith, be easygoing, don't worry. So what? That's life. Prosperity ahead, a change in direction, birth of a son. You could have fertility energy in this is your soul contract right now, but luck is on your side. So we literally deviated in your part to say this collective, one of your biggest thought patterns is, I've got to let go of these things I cannot control. Whatever comes next, good or bad, I've got to learn to ride the wave. Completely what you're going through right now. And it's working magic for you. But this energy, yes, you're finding it in stillness and isolation, but you're going to need to find it when actual situations approach in your life, right? The physical tests, not just the emotional tests. One more, grasshoppers. You could be seeing grasshoppers. Oh, going with the wind. Air sign. Important because it's trickling out through these parts. using your intellect, your logic, not always leading with emotion, but your mind is going to start developing more bright ideas. That Ace of Wands that's activating in you. There's something about more information coming to the table, but this is in your contract right now. Things are developing. It says it's developing at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, High Priestess underneath your Justice. So things you've seen, things your inner knowing. Remember, bridge between two worlds. Pisces, Libra, Gemini energy. But your inner knowing, your dream state, you could be having a lot of vivid dreams right now. Probably prophetic dreams. Make sure you're writing your dreams down. Past life knowledge increasing. But secret silence that have been guarded lifting. Trust your intuition. So part of your shadow, your purple curtain, is to not get bamboozled. You clearly have a High Priestess nature within. You have intuition, inner knowing, gut instinct, but you can let people's words blind you from what you feel. There's a lesson here to trust in this within and to find that calm, that state of peace and serenity, and turn to up above when things are coming in unexpectedly. Remember, first part. I don't care what's around the corner. I'll deal with it. That's life. That's up and down. That is a feminine approach because you're surrendering to the divine. I trust in you. Good or bad, I trust in you. I know it's for a reason, right? This is part of your lesson that's really going to be prominent in the next 2 months. So anything that sets acceleration, what do you have to do? Divine feminine outlook. I trust. I believe. Energy is energy. Emotion is emotion. I'm going to alchemize this shit into greatness. First row, this is very important. Trust in you. Trust in what you feel. Trust in the universal flow of life. Trust in our divine. You are one with our divine. We are one with everyone. We are all one big fat particle of stardust. Believe. 5th of the 11th of the 5th. All right, this clover, 4-leaf clover. Oh, you got the miracle card. This is really good. Oh, now my shoulder blade's itchy. My right shoulder, you could have cramping in your shoulder. I always say when your shoulders are cramping and sore, not if you do heavy weights and stuff, of course, but if they've just started to ache out of nowhere, I know this sounds a little bit woo-woo, but your wings, your energetic wings are expanding. So underneath this, luck is on your side with the carefree approach. The good fortune or reward, carefree with the shorter lived romance. Wishes are coming true, peace, miracle, dream state. This collective, your dreams are speaking to you, falling in love, hope, blessed, midnight magic. 16th of June or the 26th of June. Lovers. So you're on target. So everything you're going through right now, remember the deviation, what's coming over the next 2 months. You're on target. You're doing really well. So whatever you're upgrading in the mind, I just feel these tests that are about to come in, you're going to conquer these on target, but aim carefully, right? Certain strategies maybe need to be implemented. So learning to ride the wave of impulse with certain decisions. Don't make decisions from an impulsive or emotionally imbalanced place. Maybe some of these decisions that come, you need to sit in center for a few weeks. We talk about riding the wave of impulse all the time. People think silencing for an hour or a day. Oh no, you obsessively think more. It takes a couple weeks. When there is an energy, a decision that comes up that activates palpitating heart, anxiety, pacing, all of those things you're trying to avoid in this next cycle, it takes minimum a week to feel that anxiety drift away. And sometimes when you learn to ride the wave of impulse, once that anxiety drifts away, you don't even want to react or respond. You just want to sit in center. So just some of these things that are coming that you need to make decisions from the heart, not the overthinking, the obsessive, ride the wave of impulse. I want one more for that. First of the six, six of the first. New perspective. Look at all this carefree energy. You've got 3. So what's going to really keep you on target? Brand new, carefree, a new perspective. A new perspective on decisions you would have made in the past. So moving differently. That is what's going to get you past some of these things that are coming. You can't get past all of these carefree, lighthearted energies that's going to be needed. So just the biggest tip, make sure you're sitting in that before making decisions. Anything that isn't carefree, do not move forward. Simple, right? Feel the emotion, the anxiety. It's a lesson. It's a lesson to teach you how to soothe that. That's literally all you need to know. Does this make me feel easy or soothed? If not, step away from it. Step away from it. If you are so what, don't worry, be happy, carefree, steady movement forward, on track. So again, you're going to have a lot of lessons to test with old you. Are you coming from feminine energy, or are you coming from anxious, overwhelmed, trapped in karmic debris energy? Are you coming from, this is making me feel shit, overwhelmed and anxious, part of life's ups and downs, but I'm going to surrender it to you. I'm going to trust in you. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to ride the wave of impulse. I'm going to sit in anxiety, but I ain't going to budge with this one. I surrender it to you, divine, right? Because that is what creates steady movement forward. Even if you think you can't, knowing internally you can. Why welcome something in your life that makes you anxious and overwhelmed and is a burden? Surrender it. This is what will move you forward. The direct route, going the distance, everything you thought you couldn't, you're going to realize you can. On track. Huge confirmation. If it's not, don't worry, be happy. Don't welcome it in your life. Oh, perfect. So remember, I always say this when I see, and watch from the beginning, this communication that's coming in, without effective communication, you ain't getting nowhere. So your very last row, being in, you're going to have tests of impulse. Use your mind, your intellect, your logic. If it's not effective, if it's not harmonized, if it's not in compromise, do not move. When it comes to communication, right? When it comes to more information being delivered, be clever. If it ain't peaceful, if it ain't harmonized, if it's not helpful and constructive and effectively communicated, if it doesn't feel like you're in tune with one another and this could lead to something joyous and fun, step away from the no-win situation. Learn to walk away from the no-win situation. All right? It's not easy to break a cycle. This is huge. This is what I'm talking to myself. If you can, 2 months of learning to just surrender to the divine. Surrender and let go and let peace and happiness in, not overwhelm. You have a miracle, a true miracle unfolding. Believe. Believe. Last one. Oh, your soul contract, you can't escape it. So remember, free will can prolong our timeline. Don't let this prolong to another cycle. Your contract is going bing, bing, bing. This is the time for you where things can really change. But it is going to take 1 to 8 weeks of a lot of tests. So you're in control. You can't blame them or blame the divine or blah, blah. I always say it's you guys that need to master the stepping stone. It's your stepping stone. You're in control of it by choice. And this is why this collective you're going through, everything in your mind that you're going through, watch part 1 to prepare you for this time. Save this. Save this part. And every time you're getting tested by impulse, oh, but should I give me a sign? Should I do this? Even though you know you shouldn't because you're anxious and you're asking for a bloody sign, come to this part and watch this, because it's those moments where everything, it's the magnet, the field of influence, your desire, oh no, maybe I should, maybe this is time, but what if I don't, but what if I this? It's the temptation, right? They're the moments you choose stillness, because that emotion, should I, shouldn't I, asking for the divine, going outside of yourself, it completely takes you out of this feminine stillness. and your trust. They're riding the wave of impulse and anxiety and believing and surrendering. If it's meant to be, it won't pass me by. My words, my communication, my action or not. It's part of your soul contract. It's a lesson this collective you need to learn. It's bound to your karmic debris. It gets you in trouble. It makes you self-sabotage, go into self-destruction. They are trying to clear out something from your purple curtain. Let them do it. This is why you have found your strength. Stay in your strength. Soul agreement, pact cycle, soul contract, partnership, trust, alliance, circular, continuing on, promise, bond. You sign this into your contract too. Remember that. Pivotal lesson, number 25. All right. This is big. Let me cleanse this out. We're going to see what's approaching with this communication, but I can see it already. You've got 2 months here, first week to 8 weeks of tests of emotion and impulse. So what do you think is going to come, even if they have the purest intention? Your anxiety, your overwhelm, your accelerated heart. It's all about to hit you, collective. So it doesn't matter how nice this is. There is something you need to choose center. You need to choose self. You guys have gone through a lot of damage. And look what's still attached, the third party interference. Hold on, let me cleanse this out. And we'll get into it. I'm being called to get emotion cards first because this is what's going to be leading this. So if it's very anxious and overwhelmed on their end, then of course that's going to activate in you. So of course they would be nervous. Please watch from part 1. But there is a satisfied energy, and I think part of the nerves for them is, are you satisfied in life right now without this person, situation tied to you? And clearly this collective, this is what you're coming into. So they can sense that on their end. But they are worried, uneasy, tense, they're insecure. So because they're leading with nervousness, pretty much what they're going to be leading with some form of mask as well. Trying to protect their emotion. There's still that hesitancy around them, the Cupid's arrow. Still a little bit apprehensive on this whole situation. So them fighting their mind and heart. But I think this is what they're fearful of. Are you pleased? Are you joyous? This is exactly what this collective you're focusing on right now. This is what you want in life. You don't want to be burdened by unnecessary emotion. Brave, the courage. So they know they need courage. Well, let's be real. Again, watch the whole thing. I can do this. I will. I've got to put my fears aside. Courage. I'm ready. I've got to face up to it all. So they do have, that's good. That's a good card. But they're stressed. So it's a bit of a mixed bag here. They are burdened, tense, bothered, worried, agitated. But this bravery card is probably the only real positive card, because fearful or not, it's clearly that courage that will end up bringing them forward, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to be masking how they're really feeling. One more. Oh, 2 more. Worry, look at that. Can you see that? Abandoned but sorry. They're really scared of rejection. They really want to, they're regretful knowing they're in the wrong, which is good. They're sad, remorseful, apologetic, know they need to give this olive branch. They're feeling guilty and bad, but controlled. And there is a messy situation going on in their life right now. I do feel this person feels controlled by their environment. And that's another thing. Is this why they're breaking free? Because they want to feel like they don't want to be in this environment. So who are they going to be like? The person that makes them feel safe and not in that controlled environment. And the forgiveness. They really do. This is another one about the olive branch. wanting to build the bridge here. They're wanting to reconcile. Can we forgive and forget? We all make mistakes. Approachable, ready to talk, making amends. I swear this had olive branch on it, but clearly it didn't. But they are worried that you're going to leave them behind, that you don't want them anymore, you're doing things without them, you don't desire them anymore, you've given up on them. Okay. I'm being called to see how the universe sees this person. We know how you see this person, but let's just quickly see if there actually is. Your soul contract is so important right now, so I just can't see how they're going to release this. You've got 1 to 8 weeks of this being tested in you, so I can't see how first approach is going to be. I just can't see it, but anyway, let's see how the universe is seeing this person right now. Their energy, how their energy is truly shining. They're burdened, so they are. It's that controlled. They're over their limit right now. They're burdened in life, burdened by this connection, burdened by their behavior, burdened by damage. I will say, once we choose bravery to finally drop the burdens, this collective, you are starting to make choices for self, trickling through your threads. Once we choose to drop those wands, because we have control, mask, eyeballs, choose to drop the mask, it's a brand new day. So they're at the point, they're hitting their brink, but it's their choice if they start to relieve the burdens that have been consuming them, right? You get out of town. You resonate with the Page of Wands. They're presenting as a Hierophant, 2 of Swords in reverse, so they are seeing clearly. That's shocked me. I want one more for that. I feel that's more potential. They can't be here yet if they're still here. They can't be. Maybe they know certain decisions. It could be a lot more internally connected right now, which is making them... Hold on. One more for... That one's shocked me. Chariot. So they're moving forward with this. Remember how you see them. No ambition, Star in reverse, lack of inspiration, lack of mental discipline. You see them, 7 of Cups. They confuse themselves in choices. This is mental discipline, willpower to succeed, right? This is strength over the mind. But one thing I do say, okay, I'm hearing a few things. When I see a Chariot energy, yes, it's forward movement, it's decisions, it's yes and no, but I see it as very black and white. The fact that this is here, you've got to remember, he's got a very strong belief system too. I do think this person is activating this more in the depth of their soul. This is a really good pairing. I feel they're on forward movement with this, but there's still steps, right? You're clearly part of those steps. They're still burdened in life. You can't take all their pain away. This collective, one of your biggest lessons is enabling bad behavior. Until you truly see this, commitment to self, themselves, commitment to change, truly starting to build a firm foundation for themselves, moving with integrity, knowing right and wrong, right? See this discipline in them. See that they want forward movement in their life and to get their shit together. Don't be budging. You can't take those wands away, right? They're on forward movement with it. They're starting to see things clearly. They know what needs to be removed. They're getting that mental discipline to succeed in life. They're making the right decisions, right? But also, this can be a card of do not cross right now. I always say, true divines, your divine mission comes first. Your reconciliation, that's just a topping. It's not just about your love story. They've got something. If they are this, they have got something big to achieve. There's a reason the right collective, you remember their visionary mind. By the looks of it, they're starting to ground those things. They're not in negativity about it anymore. Always doom and gloom. And I always say, you guys provide the fire of change, just like with you guys. When you guys activated all the fires of change, the acts, the event, it just made you grow, 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 ascend, 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 ascend. You guys need to return those same fires. The fear of loss of them, how much they triggered your trauma by constantly shutting you down. This is what evolves you. You need to return it for them. You guys are pivotal stones when it comes to amplifying each other's greatness. There is something so profound happening. It doesn't mean you excuse it straight away. You need to see the change continuously, consistently, right? Don't fall short to words. They're going through something profound right now. Profound. That is huge, huge. And they, like you, are starting to set free, conquering self-doubt, getting their mental strength back, not wanting to be in situations that they feel controlled by, right? Starting to lead with that divine masculine flame in life, not living their life through other people's lenses, choosing happiness, understanding where these burdens come from. This is big. Very big. Very big. But they're still... it's still here a little bit. 4 of Cups. So there's still a little bit of wary... They're moving forward with it. They're not completely there yet. They are focusing on the missed opportunity with you. They are all of this stuff. But... they are still wary in life. They're still focusing on some of those cups they should not be focusing on. Again, these wands have not dropped just yet. So the universe is trying everything it can do to make them see themselves, their potential, their higher self is screaming to them, trying to really make them believe, I am with you, I am connected to you, you have already achieved all the things that you want to achieve, I am here. Signs, synchronicities, activation, but they're still bound a little bit, right? So the universe sends you in. This is what true divines do, trigger you guys to amplify your greatness. They're trying so hard, but they're still a bit blinded. So soul contract being activated, you are going to help accelerate the universe's cup by standing strong. By standing strong, returning the fire to make them keep wanting to change. You will be a huge reason that this person will be encouraged to change if you choose self, just like they were to you. Right, collective, this will be making sense. This is not making sense to you, not your reading. Be part of the universe's cup right now. Don't take the moment of bliss. Let this person keep activating that Hierophant. They've got the Chariot pushing them right now. They're still a little bit blinded to their sadness, to their sorrow. They need to keep dropping these wands. That third party said, watch from the beginning. It's still an interference that needs to be removed by their choice. By their choice, right? One more. And High Priest, true divine pairing. Believe, surrender. Surrender. Sun, my yes card. That is truth. But they will come into sun energy. But that is confirming everything we've just said for collective. Let the sun shine for them, because they deserve it too. Let them build that confidence. Let everything be illuminated in their life. You've still got 1 to 8 weeks. 1 is with the start of it all. Remember, within 8 weeks, you're going to get a miracle, but you need to trust and let go. They need this in their life. They need the confidence. They need to find their happiness again. They need to truly realize, without you telling them how the choices they make burden them, they need to choose to drop the wands. Right? I say this all the time. People swear black and blue, they're a divine pairing, but you won't let go. Let go. And trust in the divine, because the version that's going to turn up is going to blow you away when it's time. Remember your part. This is your stepping stone. You've got control of it. Pass this rest period right now, because your toppings, this is a true reconciliation when it comes through. When it comes through, let it be. Believe. Okay. You're going to see change in this next point, but just still not enough change. You're going to see it. You're going to see it, but you're also going to see the mask. There's something that you're going to feel that's going to make it feel off for a reason. I'm getting these Divine Truth cards next. Head over heart. That's the theme. Their thoughts stuck in their mind. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't, but the universe is making sure of it to align to this interaction. You are part of this cup that the universe is trying to help them with. You will activate more activation, ascension in them if you can choose self here. It's a selfless thing you're going to have to do. To just believe in that unicorn energy. Just because you can't see the magic that's going to be created doesn't mean it's not real. You're going to have to believe here. This one's going to probably be hard because you're going to see emotion from them. You're going to see a bit of change. They always say one message, one interaction ain't going to fix everything. Just remember that. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you. I know you're the one for me. So truly thinking they've lost you, it will accelerate the change, just how it was for you. Their distorted lens, they're starting to break free from it. My views on relationships were distorted from past experiences. They're just breaking free. They're still a bit in Four of Cups. So they still don't completely see. They're starting to understand. They never appreciated this the way that they should have. But there's still things in them that are distorted. You can see it with that Ten of Wands. You can see it with that Four of Cups. But they're shattering. So the old habits are breaking. It's the perfect time to choose self, this collective. Old habits are breaking them down and a new version of them is being revealed. Slowly but surely. Chariot energy driving them. But they're still avoidant. They are still wearing a bit of a mask, and I felt it with the emotion card. Not avoidant, but they still have their running veil. The veils haven't completely shifted here for this collective. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachment out of fear. You can see it, the nervousness, the really worried, the abandonment. If I say, sorry, are they satisfied without me? They're still too fearful to put the effort in that's needed towards you, which means they haven't completely locked in. They haven't completely activated that flame. It's happening. But they're still really worried. They still are expecting the worst. That needs to change in them. They know they're untrustworthy, so they know there's big things that need to be spoken. I've made mistakes. I lied to you in the past. Will you ever be able to trust me again? A lot of fearful things they're telling themselves. And I always say this, broken trust, it takes a long time of consistency, dependability, loyalty to be able to build that back. This is why you need space here. You need breathing room. And they miss you. So they're letting their emotion, the universe is activated. They know. They know. I know you're tired of hearing all my excuses, all talk, no action. So as they're missing you, they're replaying events, they're replaying last conversations, they're replaying all the times they let you down. They get it. They know they broke the trust here. All of this stuff, they're starting to understand why, because of their distorted lens. They're starting to understand this energy does not serve them, but it doesn't mean they've completely broken free from it. This person knows they need to build trust, but they're not ready to put the effort in. If they know it or not, they're still too scared. Thoughts? Confused. Truth. So they crave you, but they're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're completely daydreaming, so there'd be an obsession, right? Which is making this, I could just imagine this person's mind. No wonder that head and heart. Oh, you're always on my mind, even when I try and forget you. But the fact this is underneath distorted, it would be, is this infatuation? Is it love? But this is this, but this is that. No, but I do love them. But are they my soulmate? But like, I could just imagine divine intervention, trust. So with this avoidant, watch the whole thing. Expect a miracle with the running energy. Got to switch the veils. Divine intervention is pushing you both back together again. Watch the whole thing. By making you irresistible to them right now, the cup they're trying to grant them, all cosmic activation, truth. Your energy is hypnotic to them right now. You choosing strength and boundaries, it will shatter this person into what they need to really activate that Hierophant and Sun energy. Not with words. You don't need to be mean. You don't need to be nothing. Just watch the whole thing, because it all comes down to how you feel in the moment. I can't resist you anymore. Oh, you're the best I've ever had. You have my undivided attention. The universe is making daydreams, stuck in thoughts. Why? Dart, head, heart, blah. They have to heal this. The only way they're going to lock in is if there's a need to lock in. If you're too energetically available and it's you and all the blah, you're not teaching them to lead with that flame. And you're not building this again. Reunion! But how can we be together again? They don't trust me. I've lied so much. I've deceived so much. Will this ever work? Without trust, it's not going to work. What's the point? Like, let them lead and lock in. The force of love, the force of reunion is unstoppable when it's time. We are together as one. It will be together as one, right time. This collective within the next 8 weeks. They miss, well, we know. They miss your name, the texting, the back and forth, the energy, the safety. One more. Psychic. So you see true divines, you would, your high priestess, so they're still fearful, especially with the trust. So trying to, I felt that with communicate. I feel there needs to be some form of confession here, especially with the outside interference. Your intuition scares me. How much do you, so they're still intimidated by your gifts. It's never going to work. So I got these for a reason. There's nothing here. Divine, it's not here yet. Divine masculine, the 5D, it's clearly brewing in them. But if it was time for the right collective, you'd have all of the spiritual transformation, the divine feminine, the divine mass. This is just showing you, the universe is showing you. The emotion is here, but there's still a lot of fear. You need to trust in this row by letting it go. Can't force something that's not ready to be forced. Please, if you don't watch this whole thing, at least watch this for this. Actually, no, because I always say if the whole reading doesn't resonate, it's not your reading anyway. This collective, that part is so important. Okay, let's get this. I'm actually going to get these divine message cards as well. I never get these, but I'm being called to get this for this collective. I think it's important. Your intention right now. Oh, time is ticking. So again, acceleration from the universe. Time. They know they need to come forward. Time, sense of urgency. Number 9, to break how it used to, the distorted. You may think you found the one, but they wouldn't cause you so much stress if they were. But wake up and realize our connection is the real deal. They're in the middle of it. Remember I said the head and heart bit. It's like they're just starting to wake up to this now. Oh, but if it was, but if it's this, but if it's that, just let it unfold. Fateful, serendipitous connection. So this collective would have met serendipitously. They're going over how this was universally sent to them. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew. They're completely consumed by you. So they'd be remembering everything right now. 1, 70, and 9. Time is ticking. drinking angel nuts. So they are. So the Four of Cups, remember the universe is, this is beautiful. So they are activated. I'm receiving many messages about you. Remember when you guys first activated, right? Their name was, every single sign would have been them. You would have just thought everything was them. That's them right now. Through the time is ticking. I'm receiving many messages about you through numbers, symbols, and images. The universe is showing me my way back to you, and I'm seeing this person's eyes. Like, what is going on? Especially if you're irresistible to them, so they'll be watching you without you even knowing. Especially on like social media. Maybe when they check in, you guys are wearing the same colors, or you're saying things that are happening in their life, or you post something on your story, a location you had just been, they were just there, or you're eating the same thing. Like, there's things that they're like, oh my God. And the universe would be making sure of it. I wasn't always there for you when you needed me the most because of the triggers. This is what they're reflecting on. Why did I think it was this? Why did I think it was that? Right? Instead of trying to comfort you, I would jump ship because I couldn't deal with my emotion, let alone yours. So they're starting to understand why it was so triggering. Look at the first part, how they were presenting. The little kid not wanting to share their toys, chucking a tantrum, right? You couldn't communicate with this person. 84, 48, but now they want a new beginning. So this is just lining up to the reading. 46, attached. So there is this collective, there's karmic interference. There is. I'm just sneeze again. Charismatic Casanova. Could actually not even just be friendships, but like situationships and stuff, because they're comparing, right? Comparing decision. Feeling like a fool. 30th, oh no, there is no 30th of February. 30th of January. Third party, why? Regret. This is huge. Watch from part 1. So this, and the universe is making sure they feel like a fool over their choices and what they chose. It's still in their energy. Remember that. Last one. Last two. But they're reinventing themselves, and this is why they want forgiveness. Keep letting them reinvent themselves. Oh, this reading's magic. 69, 20 number, yin and yang. Good and bad karma. The Wheel of Fortune, that reminds me of. I'm trying to reinvent myself by releasing the old me. I took you for granted. I disappointed you and deserted you when you needed me the most. I want to come back stronger so I can build something better with you. When it's time, it'll be time. Let them keep brewing up that Hierophant Sun energy, Chariot energy. Big. This is still here. This is still attached. It's around your heart space. You choosing strength of self and silence. I will get tarot. I think you just need to be silent. I don't think you need to say anything, this collective. I genuinely don't. You've said everything you need to say. I will confirm though. It will give them the encouragement because they know you're gifted. They know you're gifted and you see. By you choosing you, they will probably think they still know. They know this is here. I have to remove this. Like, this person knows that you see, right? Please watch from the beginning. Let them keep moving forward with their reinvention of the soul. You both deserve greatness, both of you. So let this person find their greatness. Selfless. Be selfless right now. You've been selfless this whole journey. A couple more, 8 more weeks, it ain't gonna hurt you. And this day and age, time just goes, pew! 8 weeks, it'll feel like a blink of an eye. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. I was so stuck in my ego. They're still a little bit stuck in my ego, and I was comfortable with my life until I met you. You turned my whole world upside down. But they're starting to realize why you have now. Before, I think they resented you for it. They did the same for you. Your whole world changed. I'm planning on reaching out to explain why I went quiet, but I hope you're willing to listen. Not good. Not good. I know it's good that they're going to message, but this collective, they need more depth and more courage. It's not, oh, I hope they listen. Are they satisfied without me? What if they abandon me? What if they this? What? They should just want to fix it. They should just want to fix it. They don't completely believe in your divine connection right now, because if they did, they would not give up. You've got to make sure that 5D activation has taken place in them. Okay? They still tell themselves fearful stories. You'll know when it's time. They will lock in. You are all I think about. And you'll, I'm hearing this for a reason. They'll come in and they're going to message something very big or leave you. I don't think they'll leave you a voicemail. I don't think they've got the balls to do it, to call you or to leave a voicemail. But they'll write something big. You choosing silence, you watch. They'll shut down again. They'll shut down because they'll think, oh my God, they're rejecting me. They're rejecting me. That shows you they're not ready. One message ain't going to change anything, right? They're more worried of rejection than they are of truly building that bridge, if they know it or not. That's what's not going to work here, because it means they haven't healed that avoidance, that running, which means you're going to repeat patterns, right? You're all I think about. You intrigue me, and I want to know every little detail about you. Our love story will inspire others and help change the world, but they really need to believe this. They're starting to believe in that Hierophant divine energy, but it's not solidified, because if they really believe this to the depth of their soul, they wouldn't give up. They would know, that's my divine. I'm going to be fighting for this, right? My life is a big mess right now. Truth. And they're trying to run. Avoid. 10 of Wands. Not good. My life is a big mess right now, but I am working hard to fix this so I can be free. Please be patient. So again, another reason they can't completely be all in, because they've got mess. They've got mess, but the divine, because it's being cosmically activated, it's going to come. I want it. This is good. I want a whole new life with you, and I will leave everything behind in the process of our union. It's activate. They know what needs to change. Please watch from part 1. Completely, they know exactly what needs to be done. You don't need to say anything. No one has ever made me want to change my behavior until I met you. Right love inspires us to grow. You're inspiring that Hierophant, Chariot and Sun in them. Believe. This sums up the block. But by you choosing you, they know you know psychic abilities. They're a mess. They know you know what needs to change. You don't need to say a word. They will do it. I'm scared to let you too close to me, so you fight, because you'll find out all my secrets. Not gonna work. This is also why they know they need to clear this, because you'll see right through all of it. And the trust issues, the lies. God brought you into my life for a reason. I'm trying to understand the purpose of our connection. This is what's still brewing. They don't completely, they believe it, but they don't. And you're the same. I said to you guys, if you really believe in this, you'll let it go. Surrender it. You're both mirroring this in your own way. Truth. This is huge. This. And you need to believe you're inspiring that change. Let them clear this, because it'll be a detriment in your relationship if it's there. Okay, but they need to do that on their own accord without you telling them, because long term, if they make this removal because you've told them to, they'll resent you in the long term. They need to see through the destruction. They need to see this controls them. They live their life through other lenses. They embody bad behavior because of this. They need to see this energy holds them back, right? They need to overcome it. And if you're their cake in their life and accept this, they will start avoiding this. They'll start thinking, because they've got, and you're soothing the lens of them seeing through the destruction, right? Let that, trust the universe, that is going to unfold. Justice is at play in your soul contract. Let it unfold. Give them space to let it unfold. I keep saying it for this collective, because I'm telling you, this next interaction will be hard for you. To choose self. Okay, let's get it. So we'll see how they're going to approach your advice and what the outcome will be. within the next 8 weeks here. I feel that you could genuinely be coming into reconciliation, this collective. Oh God, it's going to be hard. Oh, it's going to be hard to not accept this one. This is my favorite king to see. Trustworthy, showing loyalty, ride or die energy, secure, like strong sense of self, offering security, wanting the potential for this to blossom. You're going to feel the potential. You're going to feel a bit of a shift. They're leading with King of Pentacles energy, but one thing, still have stubbornness in them. If they are really this and not just masking this, like putting this on, it won't just be one message. Just remember that. But how they present, you're going to be like, huh? Strong sense of self. And it makes sense because they've got such a big thing with will you ever trust them again? So they're going to really come forward, making you believe that they can be trusted. But that takes time to build. Remember, collective? But wanting stability with you, wanting success, wanting to, I don't want to say provide, but oh, this Eight of Swords in reverse has been following both of you around, conquering self. You're going to see confidence in them. You're really going to see confidence in them. You're going to see mental strength here. They might even talk about this. The mental prison they've been in, the anxiety they've been in, that's one of their biggest focus. They're just captivated by thoughts right now. They're completely consumed by their mind when it comes to this connection. Maybe this is what hooks you, the confidence, the self-assurance here. Remember the bravery that's leading them. But they're still going to have some boundaries. But if they're ready, perseverance, determination to succeed, endurance. They know this is going to take effort, so they're not silly. But I'm seeing it as they're still holding some things back here. But they would know to prove this to you, it's not going to be easy. I'll see your advice next, but I'm telling you, everything I say is for a reason. I don't think they're ready to put in that. They know they need to, but I don't know if they're ready to. I think they're going to freak out in the moment, right? This card says the final push. And I do think your next interaction accelerates the final push. This is good. So what's driving them? Determination to succeed, active listening, really wanting to come together, really wanting to show you dedication. They're wanting teamwork here. They're wanting to work with you as one. This is what's alarming me. Again, internally, they know that to prove this, they need to endure. They need to be persistent. They need to hold the line and show you, no matter how much it's hurting them, battering and bruising them, they need to show you the determination. They know this needs to be done, but I think they're going to freak out. It's like, it's a beautiful intention, but it's in the moment because there's a test for both of you, right? This is why I think you just need to stay put and see, well, are they? Or because you're choosing silence, they back out and they think, I'm being rejected, I'm being this. Because until that is healed, it ain't going to work, right? We don't have the Emperor up here. We don't have the Hierophant. King of Pentacles is good. It shows they're nearly there. But I don't think they're completely there yet. But I will say beautiful intention. I just don't think it's going to kind of last. I think their fear is going to take over. Six of Cups in reverse, wanting this second chance at love. Really coming in to reunite. That is their intention. Completely swallowed with nostalgia and reminiscing when they come through. Memories, second chance at love, reigniting the past. But because nostalgia is going to be activated, the hurt will come over as well. Remember that. The fearful things that happen, the broken energy, because there's a lesson here. All right, but let's see, you guys, what's your advice? Don't overcommit. Don't make poor choices, and they're going to make you feel overwhelmed in the moment. Talking to myself, so straight away in the moment, you're going to feel scattered. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to be back and forth in the mind. Everything you're meant to not fall short to, this part. Oh my God, we split it on the magnetic desire. Remember how it's get the out of town with the stepping stones underneath. So this part, I have to repeat it because that was magic. Remember I said, this next 8 weeks, everything that makes you feel in that moment, oh, should I give me a sign, the belief system, getting sucked into temptation, field of influence, they are going to show you straight off the bat, this is don't worry, be happy, carefree. They're going to show you straight off the bat, you're scattered, you're overwhelmed, your heart is going from here to bloody China. Should I, shouldn't I, what's just happened? They're going to show you that you do not feel safe in this energy. They're going to show you by your emotion. They are going to test your magnetic field of influence, the gravitational pull to fall into past self. Remember, you're activating a new cycle, this collective. They are going to create the yearning, the field of seduction, right? The desire, the magnetic pull, the longing. You are going to feel, don't overcommit or make a poor choice. I'm telling you, just choosing silence, it is going to accelerate this into that Hierophant energy that they're activating, because they're truly going to believe you ain't putting up with nothing, and words aren't going to fix this. They may shut down, they may come in, and then the fear, right? They may go ghost again for about a week or two, but they'll come back, and they'll come back stronger. But you need to believe. You're going to feel like you've done the wrong thing by choosing silence. I'm telling you, this person will drop off the grid, but it shows they weren't ready to put the effort in anyway. This is going to take baby steps. You can't go from a 10 of Swords to a 10 of Cups. Baby steps, process of arrival. You're going to need to trust and surrender to the divine. Watch the whole, that was magic, that we literally split it on that. Magic. Trust your body's emotion. That ain't High Priestess energy. That ain't calm and nah. Moon in, are you feeling the release of anxiety and fear, or are you feeling scattered? That is literally your answer. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Because that's what you need to trust in. The only reason you're going to feel fear for not moving forward because you don't believe in your connection. The biggest thing is they need to believe. You both need to just sit in belief. It starts with you guys. Activate the thread of belief. Doesn't matter. I'm choosing myself. I trust in you, Creator. I trust in your plan. I'm choosing stillness. I'm choosing calm. Reaffirm in that moment. Victory is up to you. Are you going to work with your ego, the belief system that you were trying to heal? Or are you going to let victory and triumph come in with a true declaration and consistent effort, right? The only reason you're going to give in to the magnetic field, you're letting your ego, what they're trying to break you free from, karmic debris right now, jump in. Are you choosing the new belief system you've been working on that they're trying to give you a true brand new cycle with? Or are you going to fall back into past self because you want to control the outcome? Because you think by words is what's going to change this. Not trusting in your divine veils and really understanding it's the divine that heals this. You don't deserve someone that doesn't know how to deal with emotion. Let that dolphin energy activate. I always say anyone can change. This person is changing, but baby steps. So let them come to you when they've truly changed, so you can actually start building trust and foundation back. Don't fall short at the finish line, this collective, because you will just push another cycle. Again, free will. You choose to believe or you choose old self. That's up to you. Okay, outcome. Oh, that's not good. Magician. Ace of Pentacles. I feel that should be in reverse. Hold on, breakthrough, hold on. Miracle card. I always say when an Ace of Pentacles grounds, which normally takes years, touch from the heavens, and you've got a miracle in your soul contract, Magician, trust in your manifestation. Trust in the universal magic around this connection. Oh, I feel this is good. I feel this is what's been reflected on. The regret, the loss, the conflicted emotion, the non-communication, the blocked energy. I think this is where you start to realize there has been true self-reflection, sacrifices made. I feel this is what finally becomes unstuck here. I feel you guys have both experienced this Five of Pentacles energy, but you need to see that this has changed. From this to, like, what's around it, that's pretty magical. But again, it takes a long time to build back from this. I always say I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but it's going to take time to see. It's going to take patience. It's going to need a new perspective, right? That takes time. This literally says on a different perspective to this whole situation, right? You're going to realize why it took so long, why it was stuck in limbo. Find the silver lining to the situation and understand why this had to happen. It'll help you relieve some of the resentment, anger, and frustration here. Judgment, but trusting in it. Reconciliation, past, present, future version of self. Start! You got both of my miracle cards here. Wishes granted, true miracle, trust in the universal flow. I do think that you... I don't mind seeing this with what's around it. Hold on, I want one more for that. Actually, those three were together, weren't they? Just Knight of Wands for the outcome. I'm more seeing it just with what's here. I do think you guys have a high... Are my eyeballs on? I do think you guys have a high desire for one another, and I do think you guys can lead with passion, and I do think there is a renewal of energy with this, and I do think you guys are both going to be a lot more aware of red flags and not to be impulsive, especially when it comes to emotion. But I think this is something you guys will forever have to have clear communication with. I'm seeing two people that can be a little bit impulsive when it comes to emotion, but on a positive, especially with these two here, I'm just seeing excitement. I'm seeing spontaneity, high desire, passion. I just feel you guys, this in the right avenue, it feels very kind of hypnotic. But when it comes to communication on things, I do think there's balance that will forever be. Talking to myself, what I was saying, these two here, I do think you guys are always going to have this kind of very passionate, a very beautiful spark in your connection. But I do think where your spark and passion could kind of lead astray in the past with really bad communication, the fact you've got Star and Judgment over it, I do think you guys are going to learn to effectively communicate through these ups and downs. But I do feel this is just going to ignite a flame in both of you as well in such a beautiful way. But again, both miracle cards here. This isn't just going to ground your connection. It's really going to make you trust in the magic of this world and up above. Look at the major arcana that is guiding your outcome here. Huge life lessons with all of it. It's kind of that energy, oh, why didn't I surrender sooner? It's all going to make sense, and it's really going to solidify how universally connected you guys truly are, right? But I think for the first time in a very long time, you are going to feel just that magical divine bond that you did. My battery just went then, but what I was saying, this divine connection that you once felt before, I do think that's going to ignite here again. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Oh, let's get, sorry, my battery just went on 10%. I've got to, Oh, you got the St. Jude. Not a lost cause. Believe. Lightning, well, we know it's coming in quick. Sailing off into the sunset. Thailand, Bali, Indonesia, especially with that Knight of Wands. Maybe you guys choose to travel a little bit. Again, spontaneous trip eventually. The big J and crescent moon. You could be born on a crescent moon. This would come in on a crescent moon. 10 cents and 5 cents. 15, shadow energy. This 5 cents is 2020. This is 1979. Your divine love is protected, but you need to believe that. The peach, again, I always see this as a nice bum. Nice booty. B, P, P, G, and V. I'm sure those initials came out the other day, did they not? Oh, and then P again. Triple P. Oh, and again, 4 Ps. All right, guys. 5th of the 1st, 1st of the 5th, 12th of the 12th, 12, 12, 20s, or 1st of the 12th, 12th of the 1st, 10 by itself, completion, new cycle. 10th of the 7th, 10, 10 for both of you. 10th of the 7th, 7th of the 10th, 10th of the 4th, 4th of the 10th, 9. But first you need to close out the old first. All right, my beautiful. Oh! 13, surrender to the divine. Did you see that? Magic. Close out, surrender your fear and worry and trust. You both need to properly believe in this connection, and it starts with you beautiful feminines. Accelerate the true belief into that thread by making the sacrifices of surrender and trust. You're going to feel it's not time. Words or not, believe. Activate that high priestess. Anyway, I love you guys so much.